Yes, good morning, students. I am Raju, Assistant Professor of Engineering Chemistry in Tegal Krishna College from H&S Department. Today we are going to discuss that topic is corrosion and its control method. In this topic, we are going to discuss what is mean by corrosions and types of corrosions. It means the theories of corrosions and the corrosion control method and effects of corrosions. So we all know that it is a very dangerous and a very harmful phenomenon that is corrosions. We know that all that it is very dangerous process corrosion is, which is a spontaneous and dangerous process. Now we will discuss in details what is corrosions definition and effects of corrosions and causes of corrosions. At the same time, theories of corrosions. So let us go to the class. Okay. Yes. Now see that this is the introduction of corrosion. Now see. So corrosion is the process of formation of compound uh, pure metals compound of pure metals by the chemical reaction between metallic surface and its environment. It is an oxidation process. It causes a loss of metals, hence a disintegration of metal by its surrounding chemicals through a chemical reaction on the surface of the metal is called corrosion. See that small general definitions is nothing but the rusting of iron is called corrosion. Generally, the rusting of iron is called. So rusting of iron is a rust. The rust is formed on the surface of the metal. The rust is nothing but that is brown color or reddish brown color, sometimes green color. You will see on the surface of the metal. So this is the process. In this process, involve the metal surface and involvement. The reaction is occurs between metal surface and environment. So metal surface means is the you can take any metals like iron, copper, what is silver, magnesium, sodium. These are the metals. It has a surface, okay, and involvement. It's involvement means that this is a you know that the involvement means weather. So in this involvement, we have a number of gases like oxygens and carbon dioxide, nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, helium, neon, argon, etc. See, the corrosion is the process of formation of compound pure metal by the chemical reaction between metallic surface and environment. See, the here metallic surface means metal has surface, there is no doubt, and its involvement. So, metal, suppose your metal placed in this involvement, the, whatever surrounding involvement to the metal, that is called involvement. So whatever the involvement, whatever the weather condition which has metal when you keep in the involvement, that is called involvement. So you know that in a involvement so many gases are there already. We discussed that is it is an oxidation process. Second point here, see that it is an oxidation process. So when metal is attacked by involvement, that reaction is oxidation reactions. It causes use of metals, hence disintegrate of metal by its surrounding chemicals through a chemical reactions on the surface of the metal is called corrosion. See, this is the process occurs on surface of the metal. In this process, what happens? Disintegration of metals. Disintegration of metals means degrade of metals. Metal will be degrade. Metal will be disintegrate. Metal will be lose their properties. So that is called corrosion. See another point. Thus, corrosion is defined as destruction or deterioration of metals by chemical reactions. Example, you can take any metals, iron and copper. So when irons involved in corrosion process, you will see that on iron surface, what is a green color film, and sometimes you will see that what is a reddish brown color films. So this is a disintegration of metals, means degrade of metal, destruction of metals. See, the responsible of factor for the corrosion of metals are the metal itself, the involvement chemicals and temperature and the design of metal. Design means here design means structure of metal. So what is the responsible factor for the corrosion of metals? See, the one of the factor is metal itself, which is present in involvement. That is the one of the factor, and what is called temperatures. And the second and last one is the metal design. Design means that is metal structures. The metal structures also responsible for the corrosion, so one of the factors. And then you see that corrosion is a process of formation of the compound of pure metal by the chemical reaction between metallic surface and its involvement. Already we discussed this is the process involve metal surface and involvement. So this is a process between these two components here. One is a component is metal, another component is involvement. So it is an oxidation process. At the same time, it is a spontaneous oxidation process. We don't want to involve any pressure. We don't want to give any what is the force to occur this reaction. It is a spontaneous reaction. By means when metal is kept in involvement, it is without a what is outer influence. Without influence, that metal is undergoes oxidation. This oxidation is nothing but corrosion. So do remember, students. It is it causes when metal is undergoes oxidations. It is called what is it? This is called corrosion, and it causes loss of metals. Hence, disintegration of metals by its surrounding chemicals through a chemical reaction on the surface of the metal is called corrosion. So it is a surface phenomenon. So when you take any metals, so most of the cement is made up with metals. You can use metalloids and pure metals, whatever is there. But most of the metal you will use steel, comes to building any commercial, non-commercial component, whatever is. So we are using metals. Suppose that metal is spontaneously undergoes oxidation. Is oxidation is nothing but corrosion. What happens? So effect of corrosion. See, this is the effect of corrosion. This is the metals which is present in involvement. At the time it undergoes corrosion, then metal is turned into this type of color. The surface of the metal will turn like this. So what happens? This total metal is disintegrate, degrade. So this is the effect of corrosion metal. So what is the images? Now we'll see causes of corrosions. Just now we have discussed that is what is the definition of corrosions. Now and the effect of corrosions. Now we are going to discuss what is the reason of corrosions, causes of corrosions. This is very very important. See here in nature, metals are in nature found in the free state. Means it is due to their reactivity. It is a ore from which the metal are extracted by metallurgical process. Metallurgy requires a large amount of heat energy. Generally, in nature, metals are not found in free state. Metals are not found in free state. Free state means we can't get pure metal, original metal, single metal. We can't get that single metal, pure metals, which is not free. It is combined with some other metals. It is combined with some other oxide. Some other oxide means carbonate, bicarbonate, or sulfate, and chlorine. Some other gases. It is mixed with some gases due to their reactivity. Because of due to the reactivity, metals are not found in the free state in nature. That is, it is the ore. It is the ore from which the metals. It is combined with metal oxide. It's nothing but that metal oxide is called ore. So it is found in nature, which means metal found in nature in the form of ore, which is a ore. Ore means it is a combination of metal oxide. Suppose iron, we will suppose we want to extract, we want to get pure iron metal, but we can't found in a nature pure iron metal due to their reactivity. Because of their high reactivity and low stability, it is in the form of ore. This ore is nothing but a combination of metal oxide. So if you take iron, present in nature, iron oxide. That iron oxide is called ore. from which the metal are extracted. For suppose we want to extract pure metal, it is only possible from ore by using metallurgical process. This metallurgical process requires a large amount of heat energy. Yes. So why metals are not found in their free state means the answer to this question is that metals are thermodynamically unstable. And I said that metal are thermodynamically unstable, which means they are high reactivity. They are highly reactivity in their free state. Since they are stable in the form of certain compounds, the extracted metal has a higher energy. This is given as see. This is a metal ore. This is a form of ore. What is an ore means? This is a gold ore, iron ore. This is a iron ore. This is a copper ore. These are the solid in the form, which is a combination of metal oxides or some other metals. So these are the iron ore, this is the copper ore. These are impure, but we want to get pure metal from this ore, which means impure to pure metals by using metallurgical process. In this metallurgical process, we have to apply a large amount of heat energy, and this heat energy by applying this heat energy, and we get the pure metal. But unfortunately, this pure metal is not stable. Ore is stable. Ore is a combination of oxide, means impure. We get a pure metal from ore by using metallurgical process. Unfortunately, pure metals are not stable, highly reactivity. So this is the reason for the what is causes of corrosions. So it is highly reactive means whenever we get pure metals and which is keep in the environment, what happens? This reactivities of metal is high. So that's why this is automatically this metal surface exposed to environment gases and undergoes corrosions. And automatically, what happens? It is a spontaneous rust we will see on the surface of the metal. That is maybe what is color? There are different colors: green color, reddish brown color. Uh, this type of color we will get on the surface of the metal. This is a continuous process. After the some times or some months, some years, what is the metal will be degrade completely, will destruct completely. So this is a corrosion. What is the effect? So effect of corrosion. So corrosion is a slow process taking place mainly on the surface of the metal. So see, corrosion is a slow process. It is not a rapid process. It is not quick process. It is slow process. It will take well, sometimes it will take months and years. Also. Sometimes it will take years. So taking place mainly on the surface of the metal. It is not taking place inside of the metal. It is taking place only on the surface of the metal. So do remember? But the damage caused by it's enormous. But which is the damage of corrosion is huge, very large. It is enormous. See, the corrosion in the metal objects such as equipment, instruments, chemical plants, structures, etc. So, makes them inefficient. And sometimes of corrosion, it's invisible and seen only when acidic, sorry, seen only when accident occurs. See the corrosion in the metal objects. So what are the so most of the instrument are prepared by metals already I said that. So equipment also prepared by metal, instrument also, chemical plants also, and some structures also. In this case, what happened? The metal, what is called efficiency, lose the properties of metal is lose the lifespan of the metal is lose means degrade reduce and some type of due to this corrosion so metal is totally disintegrate. Suppose any instruments are prepared by metal some that instrument is undergoes corrosion, what happens? That instrument lifespan is decreased. That instrument what is chemical properties is decrease. After some time so that instrument is totally degrade. Do remember? So this is one of the effect of corrosions. And then and now we'll discuss that what is theories of corrosions. discuss now theories of corrosion. We have we have two theories of corrosions. One is wet corrosions, another one is dry corrosions. It means the taking means the corrosion. See, the to understand that the wet theory, let us take the example of corrosion of irons and oxidation of metal takes place at anode while the reduction process takes place at cathode. By taking rusting of iron and examples, their reaction can be explained as that in two ways. See, the corrosion taking place at surface of the metal with oxidations, with oxygens, it means involvement gases. Not only oxygen, but other all gases also. See, one thing you have to remember here: corrosion reaction is nothing but oxidation reactions. Corrosion reaction is nothing but oxidation reactions. Oxidation reaction is nothing but corrosion reaction. Do remember this is. So before going to discuss this theories of corrosions, we have to know that what is uh, basic knowledge. That is what is oxidation, what is reaction. You have to know that. You know already, but once we'll remind that oxidation means the place which at lose of electrons it occurs at anode. So what is anode? What is cathode? So anode means plus charge, cathode means minus charge. We know that. But here the anode is undergoes oxidations. The anode is the place at which oxidation takes place. Do remember. Cathode means at which reductions take place. Cathode is the place at which reduction reaction take place. See that. Okay. Now we have to discuss the theories of corrosions. We have two theories of corrosions. One is wet corrosions. Second one is dry corrosion. One is wet corrosion. Second one is dry corrosion. Wet corrosion means electrochemical corrosion. Dry corrosion means chemical corrosions. And the wet corrosion can be explained as that two ways. That is evaluation of hydrogen type of corrosion, and next one is absorption of oxygen type of corrosions. Do you remember? First one is dry corrosions. Another name is what is chemical corrosion. Second one is wet corrosion. Another name is electrochemical corrosion. So do remember. So this wet corrosions, this wet corrosion, see, you remember here, wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion, and second one is dry corrosion or chemical corrosions. Now we will discuss dry corrosions. So dry corrosions means nothing but metals directly react with the oxygen in the absence of moisture. What happened? Metal is directly react with the oxygen in the absence of moisture, in the absence of liquid. Then it is called dry corrosion. That is the definition of dry corrosion. What is mean by wet corrosion? Wet means liquid, in the presence of liquid. So metal is directly reactive with oxygen in the presence of liquid at high temperature. Then it is called wet corrosions. So wet corrosions, the corrosion occurs at a surface of the metal in the presence of moistures. That's all. Dry corrosion means the corrosion occurs at a surface of metal in the absence of moisture. That is in this case of wet corrosion, presence of moisture. In the case of dry corrosion, corrosion occurs in the at the metal in the absence of moisture. Do remember, absence of moisture, dry corrosion. Presence of moisture, wet corrosion. See, dry corrosion is classified into three types: oxidation corrosion, corrosion by other gases, and liquid metal corrosion. We have three types of dry corrosions. First one is oxidation corrosion. We'll see that oxidation corrosions. So, what is mean by oxidation corrosion? Means a metal react with oxygen in the absence of moisture. Then it is called oxidation corrosion. See, some of the metals react directly with oxygen in the absence of moisture. That is alkali and alkali earth metals. We know that alkali, first A group and second A group metals react with oxygen at room temperature and form corresponding oxides. While some metals react with oxygen at a high temperature, metal such as silver, copper, iron and platinum are not oxidized, they are noble metals. See, while some metals react with oxygen at a high temperature, but metals such as they are not reactive with oxygen at high temperature, such as silver, copper, and silver, iron, that is gold, and platinum, not oxidized as they are noble metals. So they act as noble metals, means they do not undergo corrosions, which means they do not undergo corrosions. Yes. Now we'll see dry corrosion. This is the diagram. So before going to discuss this dry, see the dry corrosion. So after that formation of rust on the surface of the metal, we will discuss how many types of rust form on the surface of the metal. See, this is the dry corrosion diagram. See, this is a metal. This is the part which is a metal, and this is the part is called involvement. See, simple. The metal is keeping involvement. This is the part metal. This is the surrounding part is the metal surrounding part is called involvement. You know that in involvement, so many gases are there, include oxygens, carbon dioxide, so many gases. So this is a part metals. Then generally metals keep in involvement. So metal undergo oxidations. Oxidation means the lose of electron take place. It occurs at anode. This is a part is called involvement. In this involvement, oxygen is there. This oxygen is undergoes reductions by taking two electrons from this metal and it reduced to O2 minus. 2 minus. So finally, M plus 2 and O2 so will get MO. MO is nothing but metal oxide. This metal oxide formed on the this place. This place is nothing but metal surface place. Do remember? Not inside of the metal, not side of the metal, which is form metal oxide on the surface of the metal. This metal oxide is nothing but rust. You will see in different color, green color, brown color, or greenish color. This is the metal oxide layer, which is formed on the surface of the metal. Do remember, not inside of the metal, not outside of the outside means beside the metals. So this is metal oxide. This is a part is called rust. This is a